friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about witchy books. When I did my coming out of the broom closet video, it'll be up there somewhere and linked down below. One of the things that I got feedback from is that you guys wanted books that I was reading or that I read through my spiritual awakening and books that I enjoyed. So I was definitely going to be bringing you. This is by no means all of them. Like, if I had to do a book of all of them, I would be here for at least an hour. So I needed to pick like my favorites so far. So let's get into it. So let me start with the first OG. Now when I say OG, I'm talking OG. Now this book, the cover that I'm showing you is not the original cover. I honestly have no idea where that book went, but they republished it with a new cover, and it's To Ride a Silver Broomstick by Silver Ravenwolf. And I read this book when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and I loved it. I feel like Silver Ravenwolf gets a lot of slack. You either love her or you hate her. I think people thought she was too much of an easy read, or she was gearing towards more young audience, but I appreciated that because there are some books, even me being 47 right now, that are just too much info, small print. It's just a lot. So I'm very picky when I look at books and I get certain books. So this was a nice, easy read. And I really enjoyed it. It was kind of like the basics. Wasn't anything extravagant, but it was really good. So definitely a good one. She has a whole line of books. I have read most of her books and I love all of them. So this one was like this. First is the first one, To Ride a Silver Broomstick. The second one I think is called To Stir a Magic Cauldron, and she has like a Halloween book special. She's got a Hedge Witch book, which I love, a Kitchen Witch book. So really good book. So I do really like her a lot. My next book that I read that I absolutely loved, and I fell in love with this author, is Psychic Witch by Matt Auryn. I think that's how you pronounce his name, is Matt Auryn. This was the first book. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was so informative. It gives you rituals, exercises to help you work on. He actually worked with Lori Cabot from Salem. So my cat is loving the lights of this video right now. And he sees his own shadow. It's like he's losing his mind. Anyway, so I love it. There's exercise in it, images, talks about meditations and relaxations, which I'm going to go into meditations in a totally separate video. But it's a metaphysical guide to meditation, magic, and manifestation. Absolutely. I cannot request this book more. It was a nice, easy read, not too wordy, not too overwhelming for me at least. I really enjoyed it. And this year, or in 2022, he came out with the second installment. What is all over this book? It's so soft. I'm a feeler book. I have to feel a book. The second book, which is called Mastering Magic. And I absolutely love, I'm actually not finished with this book yet. I'm still reading it. But I love it. It's a course in spell casting for the Psychic Witch. So it's kind of like part 2 of this book. And I absolutely love it. He is an amazing writer. Again, exercises, rituals, discussion points. Really, it's kind of like a textbook for a witch. I really firmly believe that. Like, it's so informative and so good. So if you have any interest at all into this lifestyle or into the craft, I 100% recommend these two. Definitely read this one first and then this one. So good. So good. If he's watching this, I mean, I can't recommend him enough. He's just amazing. And the next book is for someone who is practicing witchcraft, and it's Llewelyn is the publishing house that creates most of the metaphysical books. I mean, a lot of the metaphysical books are published by Llewelyn. And they have a whole Llewellyn series, which I have a lot of them, which I 100% recommend. Like Llewellyn's Book of Divination, Llewellyn's Book of Essential Oils, Llewellyn's book, I mean, it's everything. This is kind of like encompasses everything. This is the Llewellyn's Book of Correspondences. Now, it's a chunky monkey. It is a chunky monkey, but Correspondences, I mean, crystals, herbs, trees, animals, tarot cards, astrology, anything that you want to know, issues. Like if I'm suffering from anxiety, it'll tell you, like let me pull it up. Hold on, where's anxiety? Where is it? I don't, are you gonna throw up? Right when you are gonna throw up. I was looking up anxiety. So like if someone said to me, I have a lot of anxiety, like what can you do? I would either create an oil, but it gives you all the correspondences for what it's like. So for example, it's an earth element. What could be worked with there? Bergamot, chamomile, garlic, geranium, jasmine, lavender, lemon balm, miscellaneous plants, frankincense, wormwood, gemstones and minerals that are good for anxiety. Agate, amazonite, angelite, aventurine, green aventurine, azurite, hematite, howlite, kyanite, smithsonianite, sodalite, lepidolite to me. The lepidolite crystal is anxiety, depression, any type of mental health, that is the stone to go to. But it gives you the correspondences. So if I wanted to create an oil, I would look at these correspondences and say, okay, what do I have in my house? Like what can I use right now to create that, or a candle or something to help them, or a spell jar for anxiety. I would look at some of these correspondences and see what could I use. So it's great for, I mean, it's got crystals, it's got animals, I mean, everything possible you can think of for a witch. This would be the book you need to get. There's that. And this is a newer book that I'm using right now. They have almanacs, like they have the Witch's Almanac, they have the Moon Almanac, I think the Moon Almanac, they have a Spell Almanac, which is upstairs, and I have that too, where it's like a spell a day. So like it's great for a beginner witch who wants to kind of dip their toe into like spell crafting. It gives you a spell a day, so you can like every day there's a spell that you can do. I found this one, it's the Sabbats Almanac, which like I said, this is the year that I would like to start celebrating Sabbats on a series, like on a consistent basis. So it goes into every single Sabbat, the story of the Sabbat, different crafts you can do, foods you can make, rituals you can do, meditations, all kinds of stuff. So I really, really, really am enjoying this book. So I figured while I was up there, I grabbed the Spell a Day Almanac that I was just talking about. And every day it has a different spell, which is awesome, I think. I just went up the stairs. As you can tell, I can't breathe. And it's something very simple. Like today's is, the color of the day is black. Incense of the day is rue. I've never seen a rue incense. Treasures of the earth. Sweet bean soup is a bit like liquid trail mix, often served for Lunar New Year in many countries in Asia. It is a restorative food that has its roots in ancient curative cuisines. And then it has a recipe for sweet bean soup. Now that's a great, awesome idea. That's kind of like, but like I'm not going to do this spell one because I don't eat sweet bean soup, so it would not be worth it. Plus it's got nuts in it, and my child is allergic to nuts, so I can't do that. So there, you pick and choose what you want. So that's a really great book, especially if you want to get your feet wet. And then a planner. So you can use any planner you want, any calendar you want, whatever. But if you're a witch, it's kind of important that you get one that tells you what the moon is, like full moons, new moons, all that. So I have been torn between these two. Now, one of them is the Immunology Diary 2023. This one is the one I'm kind of gravitated towards. This one is sold out. I happen to get one on Amazon, so if you can get one on Amazon, go for it, but they're pretty much sold out everywhere. And they print a certain amount, and then when it's sold out, you can't get it. So if you can get it, great. I'm a moon person. I'm very much connected to the moon. So I like this one better because it goes through, it talks about the phase, it teaches you about the phases of the moon. It talks to you about different things you can do. And then it's got a little space for you to write in, which I like to write like my tarot of the day, like my oracle card of the day. But it also has rituals in here, has affirmations. And it's also really tiny and small that I can like carry it around with me. So I really enjoy this one. I do like this one. This is by Amy Cesari. This is the full color 2023 planner for Magickal 2023. Now, This is the first year she's made a full colorful one. If you've seen her before, she usually makes ones that are the coloring book ones. Like she has books that are just coloring books for witches. And she has a planner. You can get the full color one, which is beautiful. I mean, it's got full color. Let me find a really color. Like, look at this. It's a beautiful, beautiful, vibrant. Paper is beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful planner. And I'm not saying I'm not going to use it, but I am gravitating towards this one. But if you like to color, get the one that's black and white that you can color in. Oh my God, it is so awesome. I mean, she's got other books that you just color in. Like she's got a book of shadows. She's got a few other things. But I mean, this full colorful one is great because for those of us who don't color, this is perfect. It talks about the different moon signs this too. So this one is just as informative. I just tend to gravitate toward the other one, but this one can be found on Amazon very easily. This not so much, but if you find it, it's great. I like both of them. This one does come in full color and it comes in not full color, so you can color it. It's very cool. It has the full moons and new moons, everything you need to be a witch, and so does this one. So, the other thing that I always think we should be is a notebook. I love this notebook. It's kind of like that traveler's note, not traveler's notebook, but I think back with planning and like creating your own little traveler's notebook type thing, when that big kind of thing happened, I liked the, it's the Scribbles That Matter line. I can find it on Amazon, any color you want. And I just love the hardcover. It's dot grid, and it's just a notebook that I jot down when I have readings. If it's kind of like my book of shadows, but it's not like a real book of shadows. I mean, it's, you know, a big thing, but everything that I want to know, like when I was doing my chakras and learning about chakras, all my notes are in here. Any type of notes that I've taken sacred geometry, I've taken just healing or meditation sessions. I take a notebook everywhere I go because I might all of a sudden have a vision, have a dream, have a thought, oh, you know, I need to write that down. I want to forget, all that kind of stuff. So I think carrying a notebook, I like the Scribbles That Matter line, but any notebook will do. You don't have to have anything fancy. And that is my book recommendations. This is definitely not all of them. I can definitely do a part 2 if you would like. But I felt like these books are a good starting point for any of you who are interested. If you would like to see a part 2, I will definitely add another video to my lineup of more books that I recommend. As I read, I feel like I want to do like a monthly or quarterly like book review. I definitely have a couple books I'm currently reading that I can definitely share, and anything else? Nope, I don't think so. All my information is down below, and thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you like these types of videos, let me know what you'd like to see more of. I was planning on doing like maybe like a deck haul, like what I have for Oracle decks and tarot decks, although I don't read tarot much, but they say you can never have enough decks. This is true, I have too many, but I can definitely share which ones I have and which ones I like. Some of them I like, some of them I probably shouldn't. I don't like, I probably should give them to people. Maybe I'll do a giveaway, and if you guys want, that's a good idea, because there's some of them that I really aren't gravitating towards, and you know, why keep them when other people can use them? I'll have to think about that. But let me know what you guys like or what you want to see. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you want to see. If you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.